Today, my wife Maylee and I own over $17 million worth of real estate. But less than 10 years ago, I was broke. How did we do it? By developing one very important skill: learning how to use other people's money. When I was 27 years old, living in that 2-bedroom apartment, I was working an average job. And I got tired of working for the man. I got tired of building someone else's dream. And I wanted to understand the secrets of the wealthy and how the rich got rich. So what I decided to do was study millionaires, study people who had done it. So I went out and I looked at every TED Talk, every book that I could find that was written by millionaires or billionaires. I wanted to get inside these people's heads. I went down to Target and I bought 7 composition notebooks with the lined paper, and I filled every one of them full of notes. Well, I curated my notes, and my notes eventually became a paper, and my paper eventually became a book. And I published my book in 2015. It's called Mindset to Millionaire, and it became a #1 bestseller on Amazon. The key result of that study that led to the writing of the book was learning that the wealthy buy assets, such as real estate. But how do you do that if you have little to no money of your own? There are 2 skills that you need to develop in order to become a master of using other people's money. First, learn how to find and analyze deals. No one's going to hand you their money if all you have is a general desire to go out and do real estate. You need a specific deal to pitch them on. Finding deals is fairly straightforward. It just requires effort. Deals are everywhere, from market listings to for sale by owners to pre-foreclosures to divorce leads and probate deals, which are all public record. The hard part for most people in that arena is a focused, continued effort towards finding deals. It requires massive action, so stick to it. Don't give up, and you will find that deal. Analyzing the deal becomes a quick and easy process with practice. It requires simple 3rd grade math and some basic research of similar deals in the same neighborhood. Here's how it works. If you're doing a fix and flip deal, you need to find at least 3 similar homes that were recently remodeled and sold in the last 90 to 120 days. Take the average sale price by adding them up and dividing by the number of homes you're comparing. So let's say you have 3 comparables. One sold for $300,000, another sold for $295,000, and the third one sold for $315,000. If you add all of those numbers together, you get $910,000. Now, to get the average, divide that number by the quantity of homes that you're comparing. In this case, 3. That comes to $303,333. That number is called your after repair value, or as we refer to it, ARV for short. And it is what you will plan on selling your deal for after it's done. After you calculate your ARV, you will use some simple arithmetic and work backwards to a purchase price. Now, you want to make sure that you pay yourself, so start by taking your ARV and subtracting your minimum desired profit. Let's say that that number is $25,000. Then subtract your estimated repair costs. So let's call that number $20,000. Then you'll need to subtract your buying cost and your selling costs, or the cost incurred for buying or selling the property. Let's say that those numbers add up to $10,000. Lastly, you'll need to calculate your holding costs. This is the interest that you will give someone for using their money. Let's say that that number for now is $15,000. If we calculate this, you get your maximum purchase price, in this case, of $233,333. Of course, this deal is hypothetical and every real estate deal is unique, so make sure you run your own numbers and double check your math. Once you calculate your maximum purchase price, contact the homeowner and make your offer. If they accept, it's time to start raising money. I would recommend writing up your analysis of the deal in a clean, professional way, either by using a deal analysis app or even something as simple as a word processor. Don't forget to include some pictures of the property. So that's the first skill. Learn how to find and analyze deals. The second skill is to talk to everyone. When I first started investing in real estate, even though I was still working my full-time job, I got in the habit of telling people that I was a real estate investor professional. This sparked a lot of conversations, and I actually raised my first capital by going to a church function and speaking to someone that was just a guest of someone else that went to my same church. We started having a conversation, and before I knew it, he was ready to put $100,000 into my first deal. Now, this seems super simple, but it does require discipline. Find a way to bring up real estate investing in every conversation you have. When someone asks you what you do for a living, get out of the habit of telling them what your day job is and start saying, I'm a real estate investor. You'll be amazed at how many people comment that they have always wanted to get into real estate investing themselves. When they say that, it's now time to show them the deal. Some people will have $20,000 in their savings account. Some will have $80,000 available in their HELOC. And some will have $150,000 in their retirement account, which they can self-direct and use to invest in real estate. It may take one person to fund your deal. It may take 5 people. It may take 10 people. But eventually, you'll have assembled your team of partners to go out and execute your deal. Keep in mind that there are risks in every real estate deal, so be sure to educate yourself thoroughly before you go out and start playing with other people's money. Now, let me share with you the best way that I know how to do that. I want to dive deeper with you into this topic, and I have a full fleshed out strategy to share with you, but it's just way too much for me to put on YouTube. But this is why we opened up our time and our coaching staff for a free needs analysis call, so that you can learn this entire thing and so that you can start making money in real estate without having to use your own cash or your own credit. Go to www.flippin.education and take advantage of this, because we're going to have to take it down soon. We only have a limited number of spots that we've set aside. So please go take advantage now, take action now, book your call now. I just want to make sure that you have all the tools and all of the resources and knowledge that you need to be successful. Now, until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.